edge. I got some footage and showed you guys. It is so hot outside. The breeze is beautiful, but it is so hot. I feel bad for those guys. So I'm a hot mess from being out there filming and chatting with them. I made some changes to everything, and I will show you guys that when they're all done. They're just now finishing up the last part of it, and then they have to put the clear coat over the top, and then they'll be done. And I'll walk you guys out there and show you guys everything. But boy, whew. Also, I have landed on a color for the library, and I'm going to take you guys in there and we're going to discuss it. It's been a morning. It is 11:33, and I've been editing, getting all that done, filming. It's been kind of crazy, and so now it's 11:30 and I'm barely getting to my housework. So anyways, let's go into the library. I want to talk to you about the color, and then we'll get on with our day. Okay, I have decided to move the colors over here to this wall because I needed to see it next to the curtains, which are here, and this area here, because this is my entryway. I landed on Naval and Indigo Batik. Those are the two colors that really stood out to me. Now, I don't think I was really very clear with you guys on exactly what I was planning, because I don't think I was very clear on what it is exactly I wanted to do. I showed you guys in the last video, and I'll put it up right here, my inspiration that I've been hanging on to for years. That is from House Beautiful back in probably 2018, 2017, somewhere in there. I don't know. If you can find the picture online from House Beautiful, it'll tell you when that picture is from, but it's been a long time. And I said one day I'm going to have that beautiful area, to just sit and just feel cocooned in. And so I've always held on to that. So I want to create a room that has that feel, but I'm not going to get the exact look, obviously, because I don't have the sofa to match the color, and I can't change the color of my shutters. We've discussed that. But I can make it feel, good while still staying in the cohesiveness of my home. It's okay if this room is a little moodier than the rest of my house. Totally okay to have that in your home, different feels. But so I was going back and forth on doing every single inch of this room, but the only thing I wasn't going to be able to tackle were the shutters. And the reason for that is you can't paint shutters, vinyl shutters, and expect them to last and look good forever. So those were going to have to stay white. And I just felt like it would be a really bad decision on my part, that I wouldn't be able, it just wouldn't jive. I would just have this big white thing in the room. So I've landed on the blue being the accent color in the cabinets and the curtains and other things that I'll add in the room. So these were the two that I landed on. Because the whole room is this nice light color, this wall will be one of these colors, and then behind you will be the desk area with shelves, will be that color. But the two walls on either side are going to remain this color, and then I have my beautiful curtains with the accent and so on and so forth. So that's why I landed on these colors, and that's why I moved it over here, because I needed to kind of see how the color plays in the area. So one of you sent me a picture of this color, the Batik, in your own home, and I fell in love with it. But I also have seen plenty of pictures with the Naval, and I fell in love with that. So I feel like they're both in the same family. This one plays a little lighter and a little bit more, has a little bit more, I think, the more of like the blue in it. This one up here has more black in it. So although I love it and I think that it would be beautiful, And I may use it upstairs in the bunk room for something. I don't know. I just think that that's beautiful. But I think I've landed on the Batik, Indigo Batik. It is the one for me that is the most eye soothing and goes really well with the curtains, the peacocks. So, I mean, they both do, but I just feel like that one is, because it has more blue in it than black, it just plays off the curtains a lot better. So that is one that we're gonna go to. Now, I have to come up with sconces because we are going to be doing sconces. Let me show you. So let's see, right here. So this is the center of the desk, and the desk is gonna be quite large. The surface space is gonna be quite large here. So I want to eliminate having to put lamps up on top of the desktop. So he's going to install sconces on either side for me, which I think is going to be just lovely. I'm very fortunate because he is one of the electricians that worked here in my neighborhood when they were building the homes. So he's very familiar with everything in the house. So that is a plus. So I'm super excited about that because we're going to eliminate my whole, because this desk area it needs to be operational. This is where I edit, send emails, pay bills, do my banking, you know, all of the things. It's like my little hub. It's functional. It needs to be functional. I need to have everything that I need, you know, but I don't want to see it all. So, and I need to have lighting at, you know, a level. I would like to have lighting at eye level, or, you know, they're close. So that when I'm sitting here in the evenings, I can only light up that area. I don't have to light up the whole room, if that makes any sense. But I also think that it's going to be really pretty to have sconces. So I need to find those, and I think Ernie and I, when he comes home, are going to go to Ferguson, and we're going to see about that there. Then also, I need to find like pools. I just can't remember how many pools I'm going to need. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I need 5 because the cabinets are going to open, and then there's going to be pull-out drawers like the ones that you have in your cabinet. So those don't need knobs. But just to be safe, I'm going to wait and ask him. But I need to find those. They don't have to match the kitchen. I actually don't want them to match the kitchen, but I do want them to be the same finish. So there's that. The wall behind us, those are not going to have any cabinets at all. Those are just going to be shelves. And up there on top, you can barely see it, but up on top there, he's going to do a shelf across, and it's going to be built in. So I'll be able to put things up there, probably like stacked books or whatever, but nothing that I need to get to. It'll be more like decor. This wall will be more like decor and books, if you will. Over here will be more like pretty, I think, because that's what you'll see when you first walk in the house. So that is what I think I'm going with, Batik Blue. I think it's a good choice. And it's just for the cabinets, and I'm going to keep the walls the color that they are, which is Alabaster by Sherwin-Williams, and I love this color. So I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah, so anyways, it looks like they're just finishing up. I'm going to take you guys out there and show you guys what they're doing. Well, hello, humidity. As soon as you walk outside, your camera fogs up. It clears up in just a second. But the curbing edge has arrived, and they are getting ready. Boy, these guys move quick. First thing they did is walk with me, and we went over the spaces, and the main guy was spray painting the areas, and right behind him, these guys came and dug out the space where the curbing edge was going to go. And so I included this space here. For whatever reason, it was not included in the original bid. We rounded out some areas, and we decided to merge these two tree gardens. That way I have more planting space. Yay. And like I said, we, kind of softened up some of the lines. And we finally combined the garden. So Ernie's going to have to remove all that grass there. And we're going to have some more planting space. These guys worked really hard. It was really humid, and I felt really bad for them, but they're used to it. They had plenty of water, and the breeze was blowing, and it felt good. We had something moving in, and we did end up having a really great storm. It rolled in about 8 p.m. on this evening, and it was kind of scary, actually, watching it, looking at it. And I'll see if I can put some pictures up here of what it looked like as it was rolling in. Thunder was off in the distance and lightning, but it was definitely moving in my direction, and we got some really good rain on this evening. So the first thing they do is get the concrete mixed up, and they put it in the wheelbarrow, and then they have this really fancy little machine that they use to do the curbing edge. You can see that rebar wire laying out there. They pull the rebar wire through the curbing edge as it's being poured. So this is the cool little machine that they fill up, and they just pull it, and it just creates the curbing edge. It's so amazing to watch. And then you have a couple guys that come behind them and do all the cleanup and put the design. They have several different designs you can choose from. This is the design Ernie and I liked the most, and so but you can choose anything that you want. And if these guys, this is called the Curbing Edge, and they service Middle Tennessee. You can look in your area for a company similar to that and see if if you have something. I'm sure you do. We have this in California as well. But there's that wire that pulls it goes straight through the curbing edge. It's like your rebar. He called it rebar wire. And anyways, it's a really cool process to watch. And now that they've poured it, this guy's coming in and he's going to do the cleanup. Make it look really smooth and nice before they put the pattern on it. I love watching this. And then, once he gets it all smoothed out and cleaned up, somebody will come through with a roller and roll on the powdery dust. I'm not sure what they call it, what the exact name is. And then the other guy will come by with the stamp, and he'll stamp it. And then they'll move on to the backyard and get that all done. And they wait a while, and then they spray on a shiny coat, which you guys will see because I'm going to do a walkthrough after they're all done, show you guys how everything looks. And you'll see that. But I was inside editing and didn't get a clip of them spraying on that clear coat. But by the time I saw him doing it, it was a little too late, and I didn't want to run out there with my camera. But it's just one of those pump sprayers, and I don't know what it is that they have inside there. But it is something that has to be redone about every 2 to 3 years because your concrete will start to dry out. If you wait much longer than that, the concrete will be super porous and just suck it all up, and you want it to look fresh and clean all the time. So in about 2 years, I'll have them come out and respray all of the curbing edge to freshen it up and make it look new again. But it's a really cool process. I'm really glad that I got it on camera, and I can't wait to get all my gardens planted. here is what it looks like up front. So now it matches. Obviously, this is still wet and new. Doesn't that look so much better, you guys? So we didn't have them take it along the concrete because that makes no sense at all. Just had it go around backside because we don't have it here or over there. So doesn't that look good? So much better. Of course, we're gonna have them come back because I'm extending the gardens all the way over there. But like I mentioned, I didn't want them to do it today and then I'm stuck with whatever the design is. We'll do that, you know, ourselves and then have them come out and add the curve. Looking really good. So this was one of the changes that we decided to make, which was turning this all into one big garden. So we got a little bit of work to do in there, but I'm gonna love that so much. And then over here, we wrapped this one all the way around here. So it's all one big garden, and that looks so much better. As you can see, we have got a much bigger garden over here. So I told you it wasn't gonna make sense at first, but what we did was we brought it up to the arbor, stopped it, and then picked it back up again, and it goes all the way across the back, and then it ends right here. This is all gonna be garden. So what we'll do is put the arbor outside here because obviously we're gonna be raising the level up of the soil and everything here, and then adding stepping stones. That is gonna look so good. Finally, those who keep bugging me about this small strip will be happy, but I love it. It looks so good. Okay guys, welcome back to the kitchen. Today we are making a yummy dinner. I have been craving sloppy joes, and so I decided that today was the day I was gonna make them. Ernie's not here to grill. I don't like to grill on my own. I don't like to turn the grill on, and I'm kind of craving a hamburger, but the sloppy joe will do just fine. I don't know about you, but when I grew up, it was like a treat to get a sloppy joe. I think that we probably had like the canned version of them, the manwich. Well, this is better than the manwich. So I'm just cutting up one small onion. And then I have a really small red pepper and a really small green pepper. I'm gonna go ahead and use the whole thing because they're very small. I feel like this is a dish that adults don't typically make because I figure it's like a kid's meal. But most of the dishes that you grew up eating as a kid, you can really elevate those dishes. Who cares? Be a kid again. Now you can omit these all together if you want. I would say don't. This is really, these ingredients are really what elevates the dish. Like, I don't know what the ingredients are. Probably not very good in the manwich, which is probably why the manwich is so popular. This is something that I will definitely eat leftover. So, something I don't mind messing the kitchen up. It's funny, one of you guys said the only thing that stops you from cooking for yourself is the mess, and I agree. But I just make sure that my dishwasher is ready to go. Like I said, this hasn't been ran. So I'll be able to just load everything up in there. It's really a one pan dish. So that's nice. And that's it. All right, let's go over to the stove. Okay, I have my pan on medium to high heat because I want to get this going. I'm going to add a little bit of avocado oil to the pan. All right, our pan is hot. So I'm going to go ahead and add a pound. This is the ground sirloin. So I'm gonna go ahead and add that here. So I want to get a nice sear on the bottom of the meat. I'm gonna go ahead and add my spices now. So I'm gonna add some onion powder here. It's sticking inside the jar, it's driving me nuts. A little bit more. I'm going to add some garlic powder. A little bit of paprika. And a touch of cinnamon. And add some salt. And some freshly ground black pepper. I like this dish because it comes together really quickly. So when you're in a pinch and you want to feed people or yourself, this is a perfect dish to make. All right, now that we got a good browning on our meat, we're gonna go ahead and add our peppers and onion. And we're gonna add a good amount of garlic. I'd say about a tablespoon. This one is almost done, but I have another one just in case. There we go, about a tablespoon. We're gonna give this a stir. We're gonna let the onions turn translucent and the peppers soften up on us. I'm gonna add some chili powder. Just a little bit, you don't want it spicy. Now we're gonna go in with some W sauce. Use your heart to measure, people. Couple tablespoons of ketchup. Some mustard, you can use yellow or Dijon. I'm using yellow today. I don't know, a couple tablespoons of tomato paste. And about a teaspoon of the roasted Better Than Bouillon beef base. Give that a mix. About a tablespoon of brown sugar. Oh, let's go tablespoon and a half. Sloppy joes are supposed to be a little bit sweet, not all savory. Sloppy joes are also supposed to be messy, but we're doing the adult version, and although we are going to get some that fall out on the plate, just about a tablespoon of flour. We're going to mix that in really good. I don't see any white left from the flour, so now I'm going to add some water, about a cup. This is going to help me get all those beautiful brown bits off the bottom of the pan, which again adds flavor. This is where you give it the taste test. That is perfect. So good. And look at that. We have a beautiful sloppy joe mixture. Let's get it plated up. Do yourself a favor and make these. I don't know about this. Good, really good.